library assistant here at Maricopa Public Library, and today we are going to make string art to look like a cactus. So what you're going to need is a wood plank, a template, and if you want this particular kind of template, you can come here to the library. I have extra ones. You'll also need a Sharpie marker to put your dots on so you know where your nails are going to go. You're going to need some finishing nails. I got these at Hobby Lobby, or you can go to the hardware store to get some. Some tape, some DMC floss in the colors that you want. Today I'm going to use the 2 colors, and a hammer. So what I'm going to do is, on this particular one, since the wood is so big, I'm going to put it at an angle here and tape it down. If you don't have tape at home, once you get that first nail in, it should hold your pattern down. You can also paint your piece of wood beforehand if you want, to give it some more color. You can either paint it or stain it. And with the DMC floss here, what we did, because it's usually 6 strands of thread, what we did was pulled out 3, so we halved it. So they're not so thick when we start wrapping them on the actual nail. So you just start wherever you want. It doesn't matter where you start putting your nails. But when you do it, you want to make sure that they're straight and also that they're even. So when I start putting them in, I'll feel the tops of the nails to make sure that they're all even. If one's crooked, you can always take it out with your hammer. And another good point is when you're making your template, if you put your dots too close together, it will make it harder to get the nail out if it goes in crooked. So try to space them out. You don't want to have them all the way down, but a good amount. And you just go around until you're all done putting the nails in. So all of these supplies you can get at the craft store. You can get them at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or even Walmart should have all this stuff. I know Walmart doesn't carry a lot of colors in the floss, but the craft stores will carry them in all different colors and also in a bag of variety colors. And that's what I bought because I also use the floss to make friendship bracelets. My daughter and I make those, and I did a kids craft with that before too. Sometimes if you get your nail crooked, you can just tap it and it will straighten out. If you're having trouble holding the nail, you can also use a clothespin to use that as a holder. So you would just pinch your nail in between a clothespin and then hold the end of the clothespin, and that way you won't hit your fingers when you're doing this. And this particular dot here, as you can see, it's really close to that one, so I'm gonna skip it and just go to the top here. And it should be okay when we're starting to thread our string around. And if it looks funny, might go back and add that nail there. I'll have to see how it looks when we're done putting all the nails in. So that one I thought was too tight. I'm gonna try to put the nail in here just so that it looks complete. All right. So at this point we have all our nails in. So what I'm gonna do is just get the tape off. And then we're gonna just start and pull your pattern up. Now, these little bits down here, if you had tweezers, you could pick them out with tweezers so that you can get all the pieces of paper off of it. And I don't have tweezers on me. So I'm just gonna, they're just a little pieces of paper. I'm just gonna string around that. But normally you would get your tweezers and pull that paper out. So the next step is your string. So these are already in sets of 3. And I'm gonna start with the dark green first. So what you wanna do is just tie a little loop around one of the nails. Make sure it's tied in a knot. And I'm gonna start here at the bottom, and you will need scissors also for this craft. Totally forgot about that. And then you just want to cut your excess string off. And then you just want to loop your thread around the nails. You can go first, I think we'll just do the outer so we can get our shape. And then once we have our outline done, you can do this twice if you want. We can go ahead and just string your thread any direction you want. You can make them longer. We just had it a certain size, so you can make it as long as you want so that you have one piece of thread doing the whole thing. But on this one we are gonna have to tie a knot. And then what I'll do is start with this next piece and try to tie them together. So if you get crochet thread instead of DMC floss, that would be the right size also, where you wouldn't have to separate your strands. And then it would be one big ball, but then you have a lot of thread left over. tie a knot again. And then you can push it down if you want, and then we're gonna start with the second color. Just to add another dimension to it. And with this, I think I'm gonna just trace around the edge like before, and then fill in the middle. You gotta hold the thread really tight because it's in strands of 3 and they will separate. Okay, I did the outline again, and just any which way you want your pattern to go. All right, so it looks like I'm near the end of my string. So I am gonna tie a knot. And this is going to be your finished project. You can also add a sawtooth hanger on the back so you can hang it up to finish it. If you don't like the way the silver on your nails look, you can also take Sharpie markers or paint and paint the tips to match your item that you're doing. So it would kind of look like the needles on a cactus if we painted it. So this is it. If you have any questions, stop by the library, ask for Melissa, and I can help you out. Thank you. Bye.